525 at Q105. That means it's time. We waited all day long. We have searched the internet. We have found the knuckleheads that you are going to smile at. Kathy Davis joins yours truly, Mason Dixon. Let's get her done.
All right. Well, a 21-year-old guy needs advice after he refused to be the best man in his identical twin brother's wedding.
Oh, now what could have caused that?
Because the bride is his own ex-girlfriend.
Uh-oh!
He dated the girl for 2 years in high school, and they only broke up when he left for college. But his twin brother didn't move away. So he started dating the girl and didn't tell his brother for about 6 months.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
He said he was really angry, and he still is, but he said it was okay as long as the three of them never had to hang out, and he probably thought that they would break up eventually. But now here we are 3 years later, and they're getting married. He says he thinks their initial agreement should stand, but his family is pressuring him to be in the wedding, so I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see if he finally gives in to do that.
Yeah, there might be an extra story to this after the wedding.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Could make for an interesting Thanksgiving as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know how good old boys are.
Mm-hmm.
Whether there's some red wine involved in it or some sort of alcohol of some sort or chemicals. These three old boys, well, they had a little disagreement in the hallway of their apartment complex up there in Philadelphia. They were on the 8th floor, and all three of them in their 20s were brawling with each other out in the hallway. I mean, the fisticuffs were flying.
Yeah.
These guys were wrestling around and going crazy. Well, it was right outside the apartment and right by where the elevator is. Somehow or another, they broke through a set of closed elevator doors, and all three of them fell down the elevator shaft.
Oh, no.
They landed on top of the elevator, which was sitting on the ground floor, waiting for somebody to push the button.
That's something right out of a movie.
Yeah, and surprisingly, probably because of the alcohol or chemicals, they all three survived. One did break a leg. Two of them actually broke through the ceiling of the elevator and went right down to the elevator floor, sitting down there waiting on them. When the news first was reported, there was, maybe they fell right through the elevator, but it didn't come out till later that they were fighting. They thought maybe the elevator itself crashed with them. Didn't happen. They did it themselves. Don't know whether anybody's going to get arrested out of it, but needless to say, they have all survived.
Good.
And that's why we make fun of those knuckleheads on the Wacky News Stories of the Afternoon.